Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I want to thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. So today, let's talk about 10 easy ways to develop a lifelong learning habit. So if you were to develop just one skill that would help you get ahead in all aspects of your life, what do you think that would be? Right? Studies have shown that by far the best advantage you can give yourself is to become a lifelong learner. Because without learning, the mind stagnates. It's all about learning and being green and growing, right? And you don't want to stagnate. And learning is part of your personal growth as a person. I mean, think about it. Your relationships, your happiness, your ability to handle whatever comes your way, even your income is based on your personal growth. And thankfully, becoming a lifelong learner isn't hard. In fact, I have 10 ways to help you build a habit of learning that will serve you in the years to come. So the first one is commit. So unless you make your lifelong learning a priority, you're not going to be successful at it. Just like with anything else, you've got to start with that commitment. So you start with committing to make that change and then go from there. Then we have create a personal learning environment, a personalized, learning environment. True learning comes when you take charge of that learning environment. Sit down and make goals, serious goals about what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Set up a system that allows you to learn and in a setting that you can learn. Once you have this, then you're truly ready to begin. And it doesn't need to be anything elaborate. It just needs to be, how am I going to learn? What am I going to do? Am I going to watch videos? Am I going to read? Am I going to, whatever it is that I'm going to do to contribute to my growth, right? So then read books, read magazines, news articles, read, academic articles, anything that catches your attention, anything that's interesting to you, because if it's interesting to you, it's worth pursuing. Keep a list. So as you're reading and you think of a question and it doesn't make sense, write it down. Or sometimes if I'm reading in a book, I'll mark that page, so that then I can come back later and Google the answers. Google can be your friend in this. Let that be the jumping off point for learning new things. So if you don't understand something that you just read, or that you something that you just learned, go back to Google and look for the answers. But be careful too, because Google, you don't know what you're getting. So don't take the first thing you see. At least kind of check a couple of sources on Google, and kind of as you sort of surf through Google, it'll come out and you'll know what's true and what isn't, right? So that can be a great jumping off point for you to learn new things. Create a project out of one of the things that you find interesting. Set goals, give yourself a timeline to complete it. Invite others to take part in that with you. Create a project where you can collaborate with others. You learn so much more when you collaborate. Create milestones and celebrate each one of those milestones as you're getting closer to achieving that goal, right? Or completing that project. Socialize. Hang out with smart people who also enjoy learning. These will become your encouragers and your mentors along the way. And when you hang out with people who are smarter than you are, you become smarter. This is how it is, right? It's amazing. I mean, just me, I know personal experience. I've grown a lot just by the people I've been able to hang around with. But on the flip side of that, you can become a mentor yourself. So we all have something good that we could teach. We all know something. We're good at something. Your particular skill set might be just what someone else needs to be successful. So by getting involved in mentoring someone, you find that you are cementing the knowledge you learned and then you've already got, but then you're learning new things as well. And that's another thing I do. I mean, this is something I do. This is part, believe it or not, these Facebook Lives I do every morning are part of my personal development, because I get up in the morning, I do I take a shower, I get dressed, and the first thing I do is this. So I do some personal development and I do a little bit of studying, and that helps me to know what I'm going to talk about today. And then by talking about it with you today, it helps cement those ideas in my head. So that always, anytime that you're teaching somebody else something, it cements the knowledge, and you become you just become better at what you're doing. You learn it on a deeper level, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that's huge. So try different learning styles. If you've always thought of yourself as one kind of learner, maybe try a new way to learn. So your brain will be stimulated and in new and exciting ways. And sometimes when you just stimulate different parts of your brain, it can make a big difference too in how you learn and again in your personal growth. Study with others. That kind of goes back to hanging out with the right people, right? But when you work in a group, it's generally easier to learn as you draw upon the base of shared knowledge. So that in turn helps you discover new things yourself because that give and take, that just discussing things, it's amazing how you have light bulb moments and oh, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't realize that, right? So that's huge when you're around other people. Seek out a job or start a business that encourages lifelong learning. So the final step towards lifelong learning is to find work where you're encouraged to learn new things which continually challenge you. So ideally, if you're working in a job, you'd want to be in one where you have a really supportive work environment where management appreciates personal growth and gives you opportunities to stretch and grow. You know, there's different kinds of jobs out there. There's some jobs out there that it's just rote, right? It's just you do this, you do that, and it's like assembly line almost. And obviously that doesn't give you a lot of room to grow. But if you can, even in that type of a job though, if you can grow yourself to the point where you become the manager or the lead or where you're taking on a little bit more where it requires more mental ability, that helps you grow, right? Or think about starting your own business. You know, a side gig can really offer you opportunities for growth. Obviously, Avon is great at this. Obviously, I would love to have you on my Avon team if you've ever thought about selling Avon. Or maybe you're at a point now where, okay, maybe you haven't thought about it, but maybe you'd like some more information. Hey, hit me up. I would love to get you started on your own Avon business and be here to support you and help you grow. But if you're already in a business, you could be on my team, on my Avon team, or maybe you're in another business and it doesn't have to be Avon. You could start any business, by the way. I was just with a whole group of entrepreneurs this last Saturday. We did our breast cancer event at the mall. You know, it's our fundraiser, and I had 31 vendors there, and all different companies, and they're all people that are working to grow. They're working to grow their business, their personal development, all of that, and it's just great to be around people like that. But if you're already in a business, or if you just getting serious about it can really make a difference too, because there's always something to learn. So if you're getting serious about your business, you're going to stretch and grow as you learn, as you take your business serious. And when you have your own business, learning is growing, right? You constantly are looking for new and innovative ways to do that, how to get more sales or how to reach more people, or, all of that. And so learning is growing, and growing is making more money and becoming more successful. So remember, building habits that lead to a lifelong learning, they rely on repetition. You've got to do them over and over until they become automatic. That's what habits are, right? It's all about just keep doing it. Every time you realize you're not doing it, kick yourself back into it. And before long, you'll develop that habit. So just engage in these activities as often as possible, making them part of your everyday, every single day if you can. And before long, you'll be surprised at how far you've grown. So, hey, what about you? Are you a learner? I love to learn. That would be like, for me, that's like the most amazing thing. So how about you? Are you like that? Do you love to learn too? Or maybe not. That's okay too. What kinds of things help you to learn more? I would love to hear from you. Please get below in the comments and share with me what your thoughts are. Anyway, hey, thanks for being here with me today. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.